Hello everybody, I'm just chatting here tonight. I'm chilling. I made a few videos for you in the future, especially you Douglas. You're my commentator of the month, shall we say. I don't agree with you, but I do value your opinion. And you're going to get some videos of me replying to you. Hopefully you'll understand. Anyhow, yeah, it's been interesting listening to people talking about mods and mental health and stuff. Just so you know, and I don't think Douglas knows this, but I have been modding since 1980. I have been modding Bethesda's games since 2006. I have dealt with the attitudes you're showing me since then, and I know where it leads, which is why I know you're wrong. Sorry, babe, but this isn't news to me. This is an argument I've had thousands and thousands of times. And the only thing that's happened is modders have left and players have been left with nothing. Or I've modded behind closed doors and players just like you have been banging on the door demanding entry because you can't get access to mods you want. Because the modder doesn't want to deal with that. That's how it ends. And I have got a video coming up. What day is it today? Let's have a nosy. Content. 5th of August, especially for you Doug, right? It basically outlines things in a way you should understand what I'm talking about then. You're not wrong. You are not wrong. To be honest, Doug, when it comes to expectations and mods, me and you are on the same page. Difference is, I disagree with your approach, not your goal. Your goal, yes, me and you exactly aligned. Difference is, I can install any mod I like on my system and I don't have a problem. Within 2 minutes, it's sorted. You might have to take 3 or 4 months to get yours right. So this is the difference. Now, I think it's down to modding styles. I believe, right, that you try and get custom materials as often as possible. And custom material means you don't conflict with anything. It's like I made in a video you're going to see shortly, the point of impact, the point where your edit touches the game is the conflict. Right there, right? Bit dramatic, I know, but that's the point. Where my finger touches my hand is the point of impact, the point of conflict. To answer your question, Doug, right, where you're talking about, you wish, modders would actually explain, the conflict. They wouldn't know. They really wouldn't know. You're asking them to explain something based on whatever you've got installed. They wouldn't know. They'd have to list every single edit, and it's better for you just to load up the mod in the editor and go, all right, that's what is edited. Right, so it's not a question that can be answered, I'm afraid, mate. But the point of impact, the point of conflict, that can be given as a rough guide. If I'm editing Helgen, Helgen's the point of impact. Anything that edits Helgen's going to be a problem. If I edit Solitude, Solitude. If I edit the whole world, make unique landscapes, bang, the whole world's a point of impact. So you get a feeling of how big the issue is going to be based on the point where that mod impacts the game. So if someone says, "Yeah, I've just edited the whole of Solstheim," then the whole island's a massive conflict. It's like, oh my god, what have you done? So it requires a smart modder approach to deal with these things. But yeah, I mean, as a rule, players do need that information. You're not wrong. Players do need to know. I mean, from a point of perspective, I mean, you built 300 mods, right? 300 mod list, right? Hats off to you. You do need that information. I completely agree. That information is not something that can be missed. On the other hand, modders don't have that information. They can tell you roughly what they edited, but that's the best they can ever do. And I think from a perspective of delivering information to players, then I think players themselves do have to do quite a bit of research on their own. And I do stand by my comment about players are responsible for their own mod lists, because they are. What happens if you introduce a new mod to your mod list isn't the modder's fault, that's the player's fault, right? So if you add a mod to your 300 strong mod list and you blame the modder, you're the one being unfair, right? And I stand by that, and I will defend that point, and I am good at defending that point, and it's not something you want to be humiliated by. Trust me, because I've had decades of experience on this point. Right? It says, you strike me as somebody that's coming at it from the last 10 years. I've been coming at it from the last 16, from Bethesda's side of things alone, and 42 years from the rest of the modding community. So, yeah, I've got quite a lot of experience on this. But, yeah, you're not wrong. On the topic of better mods, again, you're not wrong. You know, I mean, I could pick apart your argument, but you are right on a few points. Modders need to do better. Bethesda outlined the way of making mods. Trouble is, all these mod list bass patches and stuff tend to go away from modders, from Bethesda's system, and they tend to lead you down the garden path. So you end up with problems. I followed Bethesda's system, which is why I can install all my mods and just not worry about load orders. The only thing I've got to worry about is, do I enable Kvatch Aftermath or Kvatch Rising? Do I want the merchants features? Do I want to walk everywhere? Do I want fast travel enabled? These are the only features I need to worry about, and that's a enable disable option. Right? It's nothing to do with load orders. So, and compatibility to me is close your eyes, install the mods, not worry. That there is compatibility. If your idea of compatibility, install the mods, fuck about for 2 or 3 weeks. No, that's not my idea of compatibility. That's my idea of a complete mess. So again, if that's what you're thinking, me and you are on different pages there, right? But I think things do need to improve. There's definitely got to be more communication, because let's face it, right? You can't influence what modders do on mods any more than I can. And I'm a modder, and I can't influence what players do with their games. I mean, they do some stupid things with their games, players do. I mean, I often look at it and think, oh my God, what the hell has that guy done? And that's some of the people that claim to be experienced, mod list creators. I am not a fan. I really ain't a fan, trust me. Right? But at the end of the day, you can't influence it. You just got to go with the flow. And the one thing that I came to learn is, excuse me a second. One thing I came to learn is, all you can do is your best. You can't really influence things outside of it. And even if you could, would you want to? Because at the end of the day, people being free to do what they want is why you get great mods. I mean, admittedly, a large proportion of them are absolute shite. I mean, you can't get away from that, right? You let people do what they want, they're going to make some crap. But at the same time, this is why we have free will. The will to choose a good mod versus a bad mod. I mean, nobody has to say a really good idea has to turn out well in a mod. Because, I mean, half the time, they'll do a really good idea. It's, oh my God, what have you done? So you don't have to kind of agree with it and like it. You might just like the idea. One thing I do know though, and this is maybe deadly serious here, because this is for your own good, mate. If you're getting angry at mods, you really need to back off. You need to step back. Seriously, right? It means you're too close. You can't see your own problem, and you have got a problem. If you want to talk to me personally, one-on-one, over chat, message me, I'll sort it out, right? I've been there. I'm a gamer too. I've been a gamer now for 40 odd years. I know what it's like, right? You won't need to explain yourself. We're all on the same page. It's like a heroin addict coming to an ex-heroin addict. It's just that kind of thing. You might not recognise your problem now, but I do. I've been there. Anyway, any other gamers in the same position, right? Again, I do offer myself up, and if you need to talk to me, I will be there for you. I am that kind of guy. I'm helpful. I just spent 12 hours in A&E with a friend who needed me. That's the kind of guy I am, right? So if you find yourself in a bad spot and you really need to talk to somebody that understands, just message me and I'll see about getting in touch with you when I've got time. We can talk things out, okay? And if I can produce some videos to help you all out, I will. But understand, I am a straight shooter. I will not accept bullshit. You bullshit me, I'll just cut through it and hit you on the nose with a point in question that you're trying to ignore. That's me. I'm not being nasty. I'm not trying to just hide behind a nice face. I'm just being honest, right? So if you do need to talk and you do have these issues and you do get angry at mods or anything like that, just just leave me a comment someplace and I'll see if I can get in touch with you. Right, okay? Because you can enjoy games, you can enjoy mods. You don't have to be angry all the time, and you shouldn't be angry all the time. It should be a pleasant experience, and you should be enjoying it. And I've been there. I know the issues. I know what's got to happen, and I've got a lot of experience when it comes to mental health, both as a carer and professionally, and as a gamer. That's a broader scope than most people have. You might not consider yourself as having a mental health issue, but trust me, if you're getting angry at games, you've got a mental health issue. Anyhow, I'll see you in the next one, folks. And remember, there's a couple of videos coming up this month, or the next couple of days, which should be interesting on the same topic. After that, we're going to move away from this topic onto something else. Okay? In the meantime, we're just following what the users want to do. They want to do you want to talk about these things? That's fair enough, right? Remember, no opinion's bad, right? You can all have your opinion, but I don't have to agree with it. That's the only thing we have to respect about each other is you've got your opinion, I've got mine. I don't have to agree with yours. You don't have to agree with mine, but we both have to be adults. That's the only rule here. Now you follow that rule, everything's good. See you in the next one, folks, and stay frosty.